Hello and welcome once again to Valery North Football Manager. That's me, I'm Valery North, managing some football. Specs on, get to do that before starting. And better. So yeah, where are we? We are in a situation where we have had quite a few bad results recently. And on top of that, we are having to sell players. We are in the transfer window. We have 3 players currently with big offers on them that we have had to accept, I feel, just to try to balance things. The wages situation, very dire. I'm not happy about having to sell players, but there we are. And yeah, that's kind of where we left things last time. Bad results and having to sell players. In real life, I am suffering from some kind of elbow pain. This elbow here, this one, which is probably nerve pain, we think. But it's kind of limited my mobility a little bit with my left hand. So that's a thing. Otherwise, life has been kind of trundling along, really. There's not a lot else to talk about, so we may as well get straight into the game and get on with things. I've started a bit earlier this time because we've had a few connection issues recently and had to stop early a couple of times. So hopefully starting early and carrying on will make up for that a little bit and we'll get more done. So yeah, let's get into the game. Here we are. These are our transfers. We've got some loan offers as well as transfer offers. I rejected Abu Bar loan offer because he's been one of my star players, and I just want to keep up with him, basically, keep him around. Right, where were we? Inbox. We've got an under 18s assistant manager, apparently. Training week in review. Mitchell Roberts, Abu Bart and Marius Dubikas have all trained well. I'm pretty sure they've done well before. Also, Jacob Connolly probably leaving us, so I'm not going to talk to him about it. Tom Russell, I think, is also one of those leaving, so I'm just going to let people stew on this occasion. Right, Leeds in offer for Baker. That's the big story, apparently. So Blackpool for Davidson. So we're making the headlines at least. Right, what have we got? Ah, yes, we've got a match coming up today. Port Vale. Suggested squad? I don't think it did. Oh, yes, we did. There we go. Okay. I've probably set things up as I wanted them. Ah, collection info. Theme. Most people are looking fit and healthy now. Probably start who I want. Definitely make some adjustments here. We don't need Jimmy, what's his name? The bench. Abu Bar should be there. Him and hanging in. Him there. I want for who on? Oh, Sean Hoey. That's a better choice. Three, okay. But we the bench. Okay. All ready for action now, I think. Everton and Middlesbrough made offers Baker. I'm assuming they did not offer as much as we've previously had. So they're going to have to up their bids, I think. Gateshead loan approach for Kieran Collier. Kieran Collier, I think, is an important player for us right now. Options for that means it's been accepted. It's been cancelled. Not right, cancelled. Why is this? Let's carry on. Reading. A loan offer of Petrov. We need Petrov, so no. Says Blackpool make Dan Davidson offer. All of them cancelled. Filling these. Oh, I see. Transfer embargo because of a takeover. Oh no. Oh no. That's not helpful at all. Well, what a problem. Takeover rumours. Subject of £3 million takeover bid. A Camberley-based consortium led by business tycoon Jay Wright. would invest upwards of 4.5 million in the club. Current balance is minus 3.9 million. So that would work. We are making a profit this season, according to the financial readout here. But yeah, that would be very helpful. It would get us to the black. The restrictions will remain in place until the outcome of any takeover has been resolved. Well, all those plans, whoop, out the window. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that at all, except get on with things. I mean, we're going to be keeping some of our best players. So we should be able to win some matches on that basis. Fingers crossed. So let's go and do that. There's the offers accepted, and now they're all cancelled. The fans are not happy about the offer being accepted. Red Jimenez says, stupid decision. Should have worked harder to come to an agreement on new terms. Nathaniel Matthews says, knew this was going to happen. Adam Armitage, oh well, better to get something for him now. Loan offer for Collier. Nathaniel Matthews weighing in again. And Adam Armitage also weighing in, but all means nothing now. Cannot do any business. Blackpool offer. Malachi Black says it's a joke, right? Geordie Fishman says he's not good enough for us. And DJ McLeod says, what sort of deal is that? You love it. Back to full training. That's good to see. The takeover reactions. Calvin Gamble wants to know more about the consortium. Ross Jameson says, let's get it done. Hilda Lapsley says the club is not for sale. Well, I can find out. You can make any offers you want right now, but we can't sell him because trade embargo. The offers have been accepted. Payoff does he wants a week's wages basically. Sure, I don't think the deal will go through because of the trade embargo. No player wants to pay for Sean Hoey. Fine. Cartwright is fit to play. Ortiz is some way short of fitness, so we'll leave him out for now. Probably. And you love at sort of fitness. Passed his fitness test, so he's probably only going to be on the bench, so we'll put him in. We'll leave the rest of it as it is. Okay, this is not going to be starting. Don't be ridiculous. Instructions will do that. Lower line of engagement. We'll give it a try for this match. Yeah, sure. And everything. Team. Conor Gallagher is going to be captain today. Okay. Happy with that. Lovat is be back on the bench. So that's nice. Carthy's happiness issues are a problem. How is he starting? I think he'll be happier if he starts, to be fair. Shamar Kershaw, Sergio Michelod says, I've got it right by starting Carter. Okay. Made 3 changes to their lineup. Fine. Hands on hips. End of this poor run of form. Defenders, hands on hips. I trust you to make the difference. Fielders, same deal. Sackers, pump fist. Quality finishing. Effect. Okay. Go to the match. That's our 11. Their formation. Get going. And Sinclair kicks off for Port Vale. Is Dove. Dove looking to get it forward, but Howarth is going to get that one easily. Dubikas with a free kick. And the header is straight into the hands of Rivas in the Port Vale goal. McCarthy booked. They're boosting that downfield. Sinclair wins the header, but it's ended up with Lane. Lane and Howarth exchanging passes, and Dubikas bringing it forward. As a risky pass there, almost gave it away. Davidson got right through on goal, and it's off the post. McCarthy. So Rivas with the goal kick. Headed down for Nisbet. Is Hull coming down on the left. McCarthy wins it from him though. And Joyce heads it, and it's McCarthy again. Davidson through for Roberts. Roberts with the weak shot, it has to be said. Rivas able to deal with that one easily. Corner kick. Here's Dubikas to take it for Birmingham. To the far post. It's headed out. Cut right into the box. And it's gone behind again. Lots of chances. Not great finishing though. Baker out to Cartwright once more. And Owen with possession now for Port Vale. Coming down on the right. Crosses the ball. Sinclair with the header over the bar. Set pieces. Half time. Here's Joyce with the throw for Port Vale. Nisbet through for Hall. Owen with the header, and it's cleared away. Hilton and Dubikas eventually tidying that one up. And there it is. First half ends. We've had so many more chances, but we have not taken them. So I agree. Crash some. Okay. Point some fingers. Not happy with your performance. That's got people motivated. Do I want to make any changes at this point? think I'm going to bring on Abu Bar for Dubikas. Because Dubikas is on a yellow and he has not played well at all so far. So I'm going to make that change. Go back to the dressing room. Abu Bar is already motivated. But I'm going to give him some encouragement as well. And we are going to start the second half. The Birmingham kick-off. Here's Barr through for Davidson, already looking more of a threat on the left here. Barr into the box, and Rivas saves easily. Goes straight at him. Baker with the free kick. Headed on. Roberts, Howarth! Barr, Morphew eventually gets that one away. Okay, Howarth with the throw. Davidson looking for Barr, and Baker with a shot, and it's saved. Corner kick. Howarth with the corner from the far side. Plays it to the near post. Rivas grabs it though, so nothing much happens. Baker with the free kick. Held it around the ball, but Rivas was able to get to that one, so no problem. Port Vale have made 2 changes. Here's Howarth with the throw. Davidson through for Barr. Barr with the cross. Rivas able to leap and grab that one though, so again nothing happens. More of a threat though. Is Howarth winning the ball back. Barr playing into the middle there. Back with Lane. Carter forward for Baker. Baker, Roberts with a shot, and it's a free kick. He was offside. McCarthy with the throw. Cartwright back to McCarthy. Hilton to Davidson. Out for Cartwright. Baker. He's brought down by Nisbet, who's already on a yellow. That's a second yellow. We have a strong advantage here now. Davidson, Baker. Barr. Cartwright. It's eventually a corner kick. I am going to make some substitutions here. McCarthy is playing all right, but he's looking tired. So bring on Scott. Sorry. Yes. Right? No. Brastio comes on. Swap him with Scott. That's what's happened. I know what's happening. Anyone else? Point. Honestly, no. Ideally, I would bring Scott Howarth out. He is playing very poorly so far. But I don't think that's going to help. Oh, wait. Maybe it could. Okay, Jake Hilton goes back. And Jacob Connolly, who's not been good, really, for us. And he is on the sale list. But we do what we have to. Team talk. Fists. Have the ability to make a difference. Jacob Connolly looking complacent. One reason I don't like him. Play on. Okay. Baker with the corner kick. Far post. Rivas again grabs that one out of the air. He's kept his team in it, really, has Rivas. And here's Connolly and Cartwright attacking once more. Cartwright with the cross. Davidson with the header. It's over the bar for a corner kick. Not corner kick, goal kick. Goal kick. Goal. Port Vale free kick. Dan Davidson come out. I'll have a look. only got one more stoppage. So if we need to make 2 changes, we're going to have to do them both now. Not have good options here. Ideally, I would bring Ryan Baker out as well. I don't think we've got anyone to take his place though, so that's all we've got. I can't remember who's who. Right. That. Push Jacob Connolly up a bit. And hope for the best, I think. Pump fists, have the ability. Sub play. Carter with the free kick, and it's been given as a penalty. Matthew Carter handballed. Owen steps up to take it, sends Gallagher the wrong way, and that is calamitous. Right, we're going all out attack for the last couple of minutes because what else can we do? Dean to Dove. Dove gets it forward. Lane heads that away. Here's Hoey. Barr loses it to Joyce, but Hoey collects again. It's Owen. Petrov. Petrov for Hoey. Carter forward. The other Carter. And it's gone out of play. And Gallagher's coming up for the corner kick. Here's Roberts. Cartwright. Oh, man. Connolly into the box. Header over the bar for a goal kick. How have we not won this? How have we not won? Oh, man. Right, they're getting a bollocking, I don't care. Well, it's inspired and motivated some people. Yes, we needed to do that. But, wow. Our fans have reacted much as I did. Conrad Dobbins says he's absolutely fuming, and Paddy Dorr has said it's shocking, absolutely shocking. Cannot agree more. It's just a disgrace. Yeah, so fans are criticising my tactics now when before they were praising me all the time. Actually, it looks like there's 2 sides on this debate. Rich Waters wants rid of me. And the fans, time to go, North. Need a progressive manager with tactical knowledge that can change a game and make the hard selection choices. Well, darling, I think I'm doing that. Phil Horner says, still back North to turn this around. We've been bad lately, but he... wow, Phil. Showing up your transphobia there. Whoa! That's... oh. Damn it, Phil Horner. You fictional transphobe. I hate you already. Oh dear. But Brooklyn Wilcox says we want to move the ball effectively, and this formation suits these players. Whereas Aid O'Reilly says everyone is eating good with this style of play. I'm not quite sure I understand what that is. And then we've got the reactions that we already mentioned. Inbox. Birmingham lose to 10-man Port Vale. It's embarrassing. Fans criticise North tactics. Was embarrassing. Goalless Roberts worries Birmingham. Yes, he does. Cracker at Brunton Park. Yes. Well. Right. Tactics. Okay. Okay, it might be worth switching to this 2 up front formation then. I'm getting rid of that one. What we're going to do here is we're going to set up properly the 4-2-3-1 wide formation that we have often had to switch to. But yeah, we're going to go 2 up front for the next few matches. I think we've got to do that. Try something new. Wow. There might be known as offline. Huh. Okay. That's just Twitch being weird, I think. Do with me at all. Okay, so we are going to try 2 up front with the asymmetric 4-4-2 tactic that I used at Boston. See how that works. Spurs. Baker. Made by Burnley. The offer. 7 million. I'm going to ask for 1 million more. See what they say. Because transfer value, it says 3.9. Terms? Burnley feel that is acceptable. I accept their offer. Post-match analysis. We should be disappointed with the result. We were the better team, but we've somehow ended up losing. Indeed we have. created better chances, completed some passes, and we had stronger momentum. Didn't score from long range, and we didn't score from close range, so that's why we lost, I guess. Oxford scouting report. They have lots of flair, lots of acceleration, not good at heading. Got poor teamwork. Eh? Take advantage of this, maybe. I'm going to clear the entire team selection. We are going to start over. Got a new formation set up. But goes bench. Let's go by average rating. Ryan Baker is too tired though. Hoey. Probably going in field centre. No, maybe not. Put him on field right. And Davidson in the centre. Abu Bar goes left. Max Douglas goes in the centre field. John Cartwright. Remind ourselves what he does best. He's an advance forward. Put him there. Connolly is not really needed in this current setup. We'll put him on the bench. Harris Dubikas is on the bench. Florian Mavinga is a great guy to have on the field for this one. Fabian Ortiz would be great to have on, but quite what we're looking for. Gonna put him in instead of Connolly. I don't like Connolly. Kieran Collier is probably worth having as a sub. Howarth. Actually, both on the left. Gazer on the right. Carter in the centre. Love it. Yeah, other starting striker. He's good at most of the roles we would ask him to do. Deep lying forward is probably what we should do. Which is in fact the role that's there. So Krastjo gets on the bench. Roberts bench. Carthy is on the would be yeah, he's on the bench, so not that much of a concern that he's quite tired. Dan Davidson is our big concern there. Might have to be Kieran Collier in place. Fielder or playmaker is his best role. So that's fine. Okay. Have another look just before the match. In the inbox. Training schedule is fine. Those changes. Yeah, I'm just not making those changes. Okay. Oxford United coming up. Oxford are slight favourites. They are 10th ahead of us. Their recent form is not that much better than ours, though, so we're going a little bit more attacking as well with our tactics. Attacking. It says balanced. I don't want to be balanced. I want to attack. So I think we've got a good chance here. We've got fans reacting to the Burnley offer. Drew Sills is gutted about it. Riles Kiernan says better to get a fee for him now. Sam Noon says it's understandable. Harold Froggatt doesn't want to see McCarthy starting, whereas Max Harker says you start with McCarthy and go from there. So, well, they'll be exchanging comments, socials. Oxford opposition report. They were under pressure in their last match. They've got an attacking defender. Very good at defending set pieces. That could put us under pressure. Noel Burke is creative as forward. Connor Hughes is an attacking forward. Lone roundup. David Godfrey's creative masterclass. Set up 2 goals for Yeovil. Okay. I mean, doing very well. We will accept that offer. A weekly staff meeting. Go and talk to the gang. Michael O'Reilly, our chief scout, recommends against offering Andreas Fenk a new deal. Okay. And he goes on to about our transfer list situation. I think we're going to have to do it. Fortunately, might have to smooth some feathers, but accept that. We've got good progress. Got high potential. Bel Prado, Laurie Farley, and Jim Sakaja. We're not going to hire any more people right now, so end the meeting here. Very much. Sean Hoey is ill. He's got a virus. Oh, we are definitely sending him home then. We don't want anybody getting sick. And Hilton has got the flu, which is also a viral infection. So we'll send him home as well to get well and not infect anybody else, we hope. This is why you should wear your mask. This session. Get your booster jabs, wear a mask anytime you're in public. Wash your hands, stay sensible, all those good things. I'm cross with my guys for actually no, I'm sure they did the right stuff. It's not their fault. It's other people not wearing their masks. It's the other people's fault. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Right, that means take out those guys from team. Now need a player for the in midfield right position, which probably going to make it John Cartwright. Can play that position. And the else is going to be a striker. Robert. See? Yeah, that works. And got Dan Davidson is going to cover the striker position officially. And Ryan Baker is going to be covering for the attacking midfield centre. On it. They are actually really struggling at attacking midfield right now. I mean, that's just the way it is. We'll figure something out if John Cartwright can't hack it or gets hacked, I guess. Figure out some kind of formation. Okay, right. Real Madrid fan poll. Let's do with us. Bridge. Hampton want Baker. Loan deal. Loan deals. Field 1. Cambridge stuff. And Boston. Matt McKenna has decided to stay at Boston United. He's renewed his contract there. That's nice. Matt McKenna was doing really well. I'm glad to see he's being successful there. Inbox. Expectations. The board have no specific expectations, apparently. The fans are hoping for a draw, but think if there's going to be a winner, it will be Oxford. Let's see if we can prove them wrong. We have so many players out on loan right now. Loan Happiness. Van der Linden is not happy. And Ryan Carr is also not happy. They haven't been playing very well. Most of the guys are doing quite successfully, getting their experience. That's good. Promises. and Davidson. I mean, we want to do these transfers. We're not allowed to right now. Start that recruitment focus. If we can get some more suggestions from it. Fitness, John Cartwright, Fabian Ortiz, and you love it, all passing their tests. Ready to go. Tactical meeting, I'm not making those changes. Some instructions. We'll hit some early crosses, why not? And make that team go to the match. Everyone is ready for action. Like the mentality, they like the shape, they like the selection, they like the formation, they like the instructions. And Fabian Ortiz is pleased to be back in the team. Lachlan Orty says Carter starting is always a good thing. As Josiah Behrman is not a fan of starting Cartwright while he's clearly suffering with poor morale. Well, maybe starting him will improve his morale. Maybe he will play well and be a lot happier. And then we will be happy and we will win. That's what I'm expecting. Hands on hips. All the best out there tonight. Have fun. I trust the defenders, fielders. I have faith. Cartwright and Kieran Collier are both unsure. Well, Cartwright is unsure. Collier is aggressive. Okay, attackers, I trust you as well. Well, that's not a great mood board, you would have to say. Never mind. Here we go. There we go. And Love It kicks off for Birmingham. Here's Mavinga out to Gazer and Cartwright on the right. Carter trying to get that forward. It's headed back though. Here's Wright and Mead. Mavinga wins it back. Love It can't keep possession though. Ginedu with a throw right by the corner flag. Blackman, Ginedu with the cross. Here's Durkin. Barr steals it and comes on the counter-attack. Out for Love It, but it's Munro who steals it back. And White for Oxford now attacking. And the shot is over the bar and a bit rubbish, really. Gallagher hoofs that downfield. Here's Roberts. Back to Carter, whose weak pass is stolen by Collins. Collier wins it back off White. Blackman loses it to Roberts. It's all back and forth here. Love It finds Roberts. Douglas into the box. Wheel doesn't have to make a save. It's off target. Oof. Here's Mavinga. All the way back to Gallagher. Gets in it downfield. It's header is won by Oxford. Gazer ends up tidying that one up. Carter can't find Collier though. And eventually that is put behind by Carter. That is an Oxford corner. Burke with the corner. Far post. Howarth heads it away. Here's Collins under pressure. Ginedu gets that to Burke. Burke crosses. Carter gets it away again. But Durkin on the attack puts the ball over the bar. Oh well. Howarth delivers. Here's Howarth with the throw. Roberts back to Howarth. Barr looking for space with a shot. And it's deflected by Chris White. So here's Howarth with the corner from the far side. To the near post. Collins gets that away and that's come to nothing. Mavinga, Collier losing it. White through on goal. Gallagher makes an important save there for a corner kick. Here's Burke with the corner for Oxford. Gallagher leaps and grabs it, so that's fine. Burke with the corner kick. Gazer heading it away. Chinedu is Burke again. Under pressure, looking for space. Can't quite get it through, and Cartwright clears up. Love it, and Cartwright over on the right-hand side. Douglas back to Bar, plays it off a defender, and Wheel is able to keep that one out. Press Chris White. Roberts, Collier is back. Gazer with the tackle, keeping him under pressure. They're doing a good job so far, I would say. Gallagher is holding on to it right now. Hoofs it downfield. Collins wins the header to White and Mead. Here's Chinedu. White trying to get it through. Howarth gets that away. And Lovett is on the far side. Here's Cartwright. Into the box. Collins clears it though. Rivadana Prada. That looks like it says. But his shot was off target, so nothing comes of it. Move hit early crosses. And remove gets stuck in. All right. Mavinga with the free kick. Douglas looking for someone, but can't get it past Bingham there. Chinedu with the cross. Still looking for space. Chinedu takes it himself in the end. And it's taking a deflection. Here's Burke. The outside of the box. There's nothing else. Well, it's a fairly even match according to the expected goals stat. I'm gonna pump my fists. Get everyone to dig in. Defenders, not bad, but you can still improve. Fielders, keep going. Attackers, still improve. Improved the mood for a couple of them. Fired them. Do I want to make any changes? Point. I'm going to say no. I think we're going to leave things as they are for now. Although Kieran Collier has not been playing well. We're going to keep an eye on him. Might bring him off fairly soon. And to start the second half. And Oxford have kicked off. Is Douglas winning it back? Or Adrian Mead is offside. Howarth is booked. Here's Burke with the free kick, and he's missed the target. So that works out quite well for us. Chinedu with the throw on the far side. Barr and Blackman exchanging possession. Here's Lovett on the counter though. Lovett tries to find Roberts and does not get it there. Suvidana Parada and Chinedu connecting there. Collins to Johnston. Is White through on goal, and it's an important save again. Okay, Burke taking the corner kick from this side to the far post, and it's away for Cartwright. Cartwright on the left-hand side plays it off the defender in the end for a throw. Right. Collier is still playing poorly. He's still looking aggressive. Got to bring him out. Going to put Ryan Baker in. Going to do better. Going to leave Scott Howarth on because he's playing well, even though he's on a yellow. John Cartwright also not doing very well, but we don't have anyone to really cover that position. I'm going to leave him out for now. And talk. Yes, I have faith in you. He's still unsure. Durkin with the throw. Burke to Johnston. Monroe back to Collins, all the way back to Wheel in the Oxford goal. Collins, Blackman out on the right-hand side for Oxford now. We're building slowly. Mavinga wins it though. Roberts all the way back to Howarth. Howarth looking for someone forwards, but Monroe is the only one there. Douglas through for Roberts! And that's a terrible finish. Right. Abu Bar is looking very tired. So we are going to make some changes right now. Marius Dubikas comes on for Abu Bar. Still no one I can replace John Cartwright with. Strikers are doing very poorly as well. I'm going to bring off Lovett and put Dan Davidson. Actually going to swap the strikers. See if that helps. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Fists. Go out there and make an impact. My talk did not do, apparently. Corner kick. Here's Douglas taking the corner for Birmingham. Near post, and it's almost a great goal, but actually not. Pointing. Here's a throw near the flag. Chinedu and Johnston with the cross. Durkin. Lloyd back to Monroe. Durkin again. Burke and Mead looking for space. All the way back to Collins, though. And Dubikas wins Collins' pass. Here's Roberts! And it's just wide. How are we not scoring here? Play for set pieces. Let's add the crosses. Apparently we're superior in the air now. And before we were removing it because we weren't doing well in the air. So I don't know. Okay, Wheel with the goal kick. Cartwright wins it though. Cartwright looking for space. Finds Roberts in the box. Roberts takes it all the way out again. Howarth with the long shot. Rubbish. Five minutes. All ticking down. Gazer with a throw for Birmingham. Douglas. Baker. Dubikas! Marius Dubikas! And he's offside. No! Douglas gets that forward from the free kick. Mead coming on the counter-attack. Plays it back to Chinedu. Johnston. Lloyd. Smith to Johnston again. And Smith are looking for an angle. They can't quite make it. Just got a few minutes left. So Mavinga is going to stay out there. We're going to ignore that. Here's Monroe with the throw for Oxford. Baker heads it back to him. Monroe trying to get that forward. Carter wins it. Mavinga to Howarth. Dubikas trying to find Douglas in the box, but it's cleared. Dubikas, Davidson. Howarth with the cross. Davidson! Dubikas! Oh, so much excitement, and we just can't get it through. Davidson. Durkin getting that forward. Here's Mavinga. All the way back to Gallagher. There can't be much time left, and indeed there is the final whistle. Hard fought 0-0 draw. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Unlucky, guys. Good work, John. Look to switch off. Wow. Rude. I think I've got to say he let himself down. Now he's motivated. That's what I like to see. Roberts. Good effort. Marcus Lovett. I had to make some changes. Replacing you wasn't a performance. No reaction there. Okay. We'll carry on then. There we go. Right. What have the fans said? Zach Swales. How much longer can Roberts command a place in the team without scoring? Hadji Pounder says, have to start Danny Lovat from now on. Simple as that. That makes no sense whatsoever. Glenn Shanley says, not excusing the result. There were signs of something better to come in the performance. Okay. We'll take that. John's trophy. Stuff happened. A 5-3 match between Burton and Fleetwood. Notable, I would say. Goalless Lovett worries Birmingham, indeed. "13 matches without finding the net." Well, I'm not going to say anything to hurt his feelings right now. And Roberts also vowing to end his goal drought. 817 minutes of competitive football without finding the net. That is slight concern at this point. Colchester boss Shaquille Irvine is looking at Max Douglas and Kieran Collier. Okay. 7 matches without a win. That's... I mean, I'm more concerned that 5 of those were actually defeats. But yes, that's a concern. Right. That social media feed. Most of these. Aaron Granger thinks we're the best attacking team there is. Well, if we were that good, we'd be scoring goals, Aaron, I've got to say. And Jared Marriott says, this formation sets up these players to succeed, especially in the passing game. I your support. They first win in 7 reactions. Graham Parrish says, we're winning our next game, just wait and see. I like your confidence, Graham. We'll try to come through for you. Aisha Ikicho, I'm guessing at the pronunciation there, says, this is so bad. Well, we'll improve. Don't worry. Inbox. Okay, post-match analysis. We were dominated in the first half. Didn't complete many passes, sorry. But we were the dominant side in the second half. Okay. We conceded no long-range shots. Scored no close-range shots. Fair enough. And we are a little better than the opposition, in fact, according to their expected goals. Let's get a team meeting. Right, lads. I'm not happy with our recent fall in position. We absolutely must redress the balance going forwards. It's got the kind of reaction I wanted. Encourage them. Exactly the sort of reaction I was looking for. Boosted some morale. Well, excellent. So the atmosphere is still only average, slightly below average according to that bar. Emergency recruitment meeting. I mean, we can't sign new players. That's the problem. But we're going to attend the meeting anyway. We should try to improve them. So, yes. Try that. Yeah. You lads. Asa gets wage hike. Anti-league appearances. Excellent. Doesn't look like it's a huge wage hike, to be fair. Results from other matches, other competitions. Any of that. FA Cup third round, of course. Sutton want to sign John Cartwright. Cardiff wants Stearman. Okay. Benji Lane, a loan offer. No, we're not loaning him out. A regular starter for us. That's about Birmingham. So that's fine. Inbox. Preston opposition report. Got pressing intensity. The defenders do assists. Now their midfielders tackle. Good at set pieces. And good at possession. Well, we tend not to play possession. We play counter-attack. Sutton United. All right, these are rumours. Cardiff have made an offer for Stearman. Percentage of profit. I think we can accept that. Yeah. Rochdale loan offer for Benji Lane. Nope. Dean Charlton is comfortable looking for the pass rather than the shot. Okay. Cutting update. Shortlist him. Quite old. But can't really get him. Simon Williams, we definitely can't afford him. Spence can't afford him. Ginty really in need right now. Definitely can't afford him. Bowman, wage, and we can't do that. Thing, no interest. James Taylor of Forest Green. Not really helping us. Same with Tony Ahmed. Patrick Colgan could be shortlist here. Sirawat Privadana Prabha. That's the guy I was attempting to say during the recent match. Good to think what the caption made of that. Looking at the time, so. Fourth on our depth chart though, so probably not worth it. Yeah. Preston are 20th in the championship. We are 13th in League One. We are going to need our very best squad here. Quick pick. Team tech. Honor in goal, obviously. Bench. Go by the last 5 games. Want Max Douglas in there for sure. Probably best used attacking midfielder. Let's. Oh, central midfielder. Okay. Good choice. Ryan Baker is definitely going to be starting at attacking midfielder. Don't have room for Fabian Ortiz. Should I go back to the more defensive position? No, I don't think I should. Just our formation if we do. I'm so disappointed Sean Hoey is out sick for Gazer, Carter, Worth, Abu Bar, Finger, David. Well, we'll give him a go as a striker. Now, Stubikas is definitely bench. Castio. Cartwright out on the right because well, Vidal is back in time. Lovett starts for this one. Roberts bench. Count of tired right now. Lane on the bench. And Collier on the bench. McCarthy on the bench. Probably. Probably. No, I don't like him. That's going to be our lineup for this one, I think. Thereof. No, I'm sticking with the lineup that I chose. Preston are clear favourites, of course. 18's Flash, I'm sure we're fine. McCarthy has trained a little bit well. Matthew Carter still looking a bit tired. We'll see how he looks tomorrow for the match. Ryan Baker has agreed to join Southampton. Okay. That changes things slightly. Gallagher is out with flu. Oh no! Everybody's getting infected. Oh, send him home to try and prevent spreading. Collier has used his shoulder. Grief. 3 players sick. Twisted ankle, a bruised shoulder. Aye, aye, aye. Okay. Goalkeepers. Paul Pierce. Bench then. Okay. And also lost our guy for the thing. And Collier not entirely fit there, so all right, Max Douglas goes forwards then. Put Fabian Ortiz at central midfielder. Probably want a different role though. And tell you what, we'll look at 18 squad here to fill in these gaps. going to be more attacking. Let's see who might be good enough to help. Barrett hiring. Loan. Probably not helping us very much. Centre, guys who are out on loan who are doing really well. Still Johnny Barrett is our best out there. Oh, we got suggested Jimmy Sikaja. I'm going to put him bench. Do it. The right side, we would like to be able to back up there. Miguel Prado, like an option. Well, let's have a look at his stats. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put Miguel Prado on the bench for this one. There. Right. That. Filters. Put these in. Happy with. That. Think that is going to enough. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if my guys, my lads, are up to the job. Ongoing focus update. Helpful, thank you very much. Still can't sign anyone right now. Best. Abu Bar, well done on your training. We're gonna praise these other guys as well because it's been a couple of weeks. About training lately. Everybody's having reactions. That's what we see. Trained really well lately, Mitchell. Appreciates me noticing. Wow. Jacob Connolly, not trained well lately. Glad you understand. We'll give Tom Russell a word as well. When do your training out? Okay, do that. Chat. Okay. Comes. Take up third round. Big money day. Okay, what are we getting? Loan bid rejected. Calum Molabi says good news. We should bids like that. Ibra Pace thinks we should consider an improved bid. Baker set for Southampton. Emmanuel Leahy says you start with Gazer and go from there. Carol Brearley says I don't want to see Cartwright starting. On the Baker set for Southampton story, we've got Tyler Richardson. What are you meant to do when he's unlikely to extend his stay? Timothy Nelthrop says someone has to be held accountable for this. Jeremy Beeling says it didn't make any sense to risk losing him on a free. Joel Knight in the press says Southampton have told me that they are very pleased with Ryan Baker and delighted to be announcing this deal. Okay. Rochdale have loan approach from McCarthy. I mean, we need him to start, so no on that one. Reece Lindsay is manager, apparently. Okay. Inbox League One preview. That's nothing to do with us because we're in the FA Cup. A loan approach from McCarthy. We have to reject that. Him and impressive. Yes. 2 goals. 3-1 win. That's see. Getting some good performances from our young lads. Fitness test. John Cartwright is some way short of full fitness and should be monitored. Well, there's no way we're not starting him. So we'll just have to keep an eye on him, I guess. Make sure he's okay. FA Cup. There we are. Just one of many ties at this level. We are not making 7 changes to the side. Opposition instructions. Do those. We are not going to work the ball into the box. Don't be ridiculous. We are not going to adjust our instructions. Team selection. Ortiz going to be a deep lying playmaker for this one. It's personalised. Going to be a bit more defensive. I think we do need a little bit there. Cartwright is probably best. Probably best if we leave his instructions as they are. Is doing what we want him to. That as is. Obviously, a bit worried about this red splotches here. But I think we've got to go with it and hope for the best. Right. On that thought, I love it also. Struggling fitness. I mean, we're going to have to hope we do well then. Matthew Carter is not fully fit. May struggle out the match. Huh? Okay. Right, in that case, we will put Benji in. And hope for the best. Jacob Connolly. Agree with the team sheet. And Dan Davidson. Confused about looking forward to his battle with Fraser McCallum. I don't understand that. We will go for this. And see how well we do. Honestly, when we've got slightly negative reactions from the players, I think we've done better, so this might be a good sign. Who knows? They've made 7 changes to their starting lineup. Kane Shelley says it's good to see Douglas starting. He's so good. Keelan Sheen says get Lovett out of the team. It's a bit rude. We're not going to say no pressure. I'm going to encourage my guys. Give the fans a performance to cheer for, because we're the underdogs. Defenders, trust you to make the difference. Midfielders, I have faith in you to make a difference. Attackers, expecting to see quality finishing out there. And Davidson seems confused. Oh no. Well, he'll just have to figure it out, won't he? Because the match is about to start. Here we go. Wow, that's a defensively packed formation, I would suggest. Big stadium, I think that. Yeah, we're the away team, so. Here we go. Love it. Kicks off for Birmingham. Here's Barr. Can't get it past Astley, though. Here's Jones. Mavinga with a good tackle there, but Jones gathers the ball again. Cartwright wins it. Astley wins it back. Here's Barr. Mavinga. Love it. Plays it out for Cartwright on the right. Davidson with the header. And he's just offside. Omagala kicks that on downfield, and whoa, talk about Route 1. Chawunga finishes his. Omagala gets it all the way downfield. Nobody is there for marking Chawunga, and Chawunga puts it past Lovett for 1-0. Not the start we were hoping for. Okay, here's Mavinga getting that downfield. Barr finds Lovett, who loses it to White. Jones looking for Chawunga. Barr getting it away again, though. Barr to Lovett. Very hopeful shot. Way too high. That's kind of disappointing, if I'm honest. Douglas to the near post. Mavinga back to Douglas. Here's Lane. Gazer with the shot. Nomagala has to save. Corner kick. Here's Howarth lining up for Birmingham. Near post. Headed away by Robinson. That's the throw. Bacon getting the cross in. Love it trying to get that away. It's confusing that Lovat and Lovett are both in this match. I'll have to say Danny and Marcus, won't I? Domagala gathers that one. Holds onto it. Rolls it out for McMahon. Here's Bacon. Jones. Back to Astley. Bacon. Chawunga. Bacon finding it quite easy out there. White. And there is, in fact, a save at the end. So that's a corner kick. Here's Jones lining up for Preston. Chawunga on the edge of the area. Plays it back to White. Free kick for Preston. Jones lining up to take it. Plays it to his friend. Howarth providing some cover there. And Barr ends up with the ball. Cartwright back to Ortiz. Cartwright looking for space on the right there. With the cross. Headed away only as far as Barr. Barr can't find space for a shot though. Barr looking for a space there again. And Astley blocks that one. And Douglas lines up for the corner kick. And it's away. Comes back to Douglas. And Douglas is offside apparently. So cleared away. Here's Howarth to Barr. All the way back to Lovat. That's Danny Lovat. Moves it downfield. Callum plays it back to Domagala. Jones to Fox. Callum all the way back to Domagala. Bacon and White out on the Preston North End left. And Jones manages to chip that past Danny Lovat. And yeah, that's very disappointing. Jones just staying onside there. And yeah, not the greatest defending. Yeah. Defenders did not get back quickly enough. We're going to remove again. We shall play for set pieces. That makes sense. Coming up to half time. And not great. We need more possession in the second half. And that's got my guys motivated. Do I want to make any changes? Probably not at this point. Oh, actually, yes. I'm going to push far forward and bring Douglas back like that. I'm going to ask Douglas to be an attacking advanced playmaker. Leave Abu Bar doing what he does. Dressing room. We haven't changed, haven't brought anyone on, so we're just going to see how that little adjustment affects things. Jones kicks off Preston North End. Is Bacon. Dudley and McMahon exchanging passes. White to Bacon. Junga tackled, and here's Douglas and Davidson. Love it! Love it! It's Love it! Marcus Lovett finally scores for us! Yes! I knew he could do it. What a lad. Davidson taps it off Dudley. Love it. Slots it past Domagala. Bottom right hand corner of the goal. Mwah. Absolutely beautiful. I am so delighted for my guys. And for Lovett, Marcus in particular. Okay, here's Douglas to the corner for Birmingham. Near post. To come out for Cartwright. Douglas again. Douglas! Whoa! Look at that! 2-2! Oh, yes! Come on, lads! What an adjustment that was at half time. What a beautiful adjustment. Boy, can I manage. Look at that. The close range finish. Domagala left with no time to react. Oh, man. I'm absolutely delighted. I haven't got my face cam on with this view, obviously, but I'm grinning all over my face with that. It's amazing. Mavinga getting that forwards. It's headed on. Bacon tidies away. Here's Astley and Steegman's on the counter-attack. Junga out to Bacon on the left. Bacon trying to find space. Here's White. Junga out. Steegman's takes the lead again. Gosh darn it. Okay, Bacon gets out of the trap. There's White. Chiwonga does very well to tap that on for Steegmans, and Steegmans makes no mistake. Okay. Oh, it's a corner. We'll see the corner out and then make some changes. Okay, Howarth lining up for the corner. Near post, Mavinga heads it over the bar. So that was over quickly. Right. Max got Max Douglas coming out. No, he isn't. He's playing well. We need to keep him in, I think. going to leave Florian in, I think. Abu Bar has done well on the left. I think we're going to put Marius Dubikas in, fresh legs, and see what happens with that. Trust you to make the difference. Make me proud. Kathy is disenchanted still. Oh well. See what happens. Made our changes. They've made some substitutions as well. Here's Robinson lining up for the corner kick. McCarthy getting it away. All the way down on the left, and that's a goal kick in the end. Okay, Florian Mavinga does need to come out, apparently, so Matthew Carter comes in. Got a whole lot of action coming to nothing. Here's Douglas with the corner for Birmingham. Douglas lines up near post. Dudley heads it away, only as far as Davidson. Robinson gets that away. Here's Chiwunga coming on the counter-attack. He's a dangerous player. We know that now. There's Stratford. Astley felled. Lovat with the goal kick. Boots that downfield. Here's Douglas. Dubikas. Davidson with the hopeful shot there. And it's forced to save, though. Petrov. Next, Douglas. I will sort this. Yes. Not ideal. Play a central midfielder role. The port duty. I think that's all the substitutes are allowed. I think John Cartwright is going to have to play out the rest of the match. Faith in you, go out there and make a difference. Crosses. A corner kick. Connolly lines up to take it. And it's, headed through. And it goes wide. There's about 10 seconds left to play. I don't think we're going to get possession back. There indeed is the final whistle. Oh, man. 2-0 down. Got it back to 2-2 and immediately conceded. What a match. But hey, against a really good side. I am going to say unlucky with the underdogs, and you gave it your best. Good effort. Everyone's pleased. How the fans have reacted. Alex Eastwood. If Roberts doesn't score a goal soon, we need to have a tough conversation. Yeah, I guess. Reese Guthrie, Lovett needs to end his goal drought now. I think he just did. There is us. There you go. Yeah, Marcus Lovett did end his goal drought. Reese, be quiet. Luke Corbett says this is a results business. We can't keep losing. Saying we were unlucky. Hey, this match we were unlucky. The previous match we were just shit. That's it. Got some press reactions. Jason Gamble says, such is cup football. That's why people love it so dearly. Paul Brooks is really angry after watching that. Well, he shouldn't be. Andrew Cavalan, nothing like going home in disappointed silence, eh? I mean, lads, we were 2-0 down. We got it back to 2-2. I'm going to take that as a good performance, honestly. I mean, yeah, we conceded again and lost the match, but like we we were we did well to get through to the third round, I think, and we gave a good account of ourselves against a superior opposition. So I'm just I'm gonna back my guys for that one. I honestly am. Brighton got a win in the FA Cup. Fair enough. Uh, yeah, continue. FA Cup results to us. Okay, FA Cup Preston grab deserved win. Well, we did not do great, but I'm gonna change this formation. I'm gonna make that official. That's how we're going with it. Right. Um, Color support. Playmaker defend. I think that's what we're going with now as our standard formation. I think that might help us in the league as well. Matthew Kershaw, looking at John Cartwright, Abu Bar, and Dan Davidson. Well, make some offers for them. What happened to the transfer, the takeover rumours? Be able to do business again now. So very promising looking scouting prospects there. Post match analysis. Not complete many passes. We were under pressure. Did not create enough opportunities. We let them complete their passes. Scored a goal from outside the box though. Offers for Davidson. Um, and I accept the offer. I always reject available, but not the others. I don't understand. Um, Uh, well, I'm gonna have to reject them apparently because I can't accept them. So we'll do that. Happens. I reject the loan offer. Connolly going to Doncaster. There. And fans react to the Davidson offer. Kelvin Hassan says, I'd take that. Gabriel Son says, hope we tell them where to go. Had to. And Phoebe White just laughs. Don't want to loan out Petrov. Him as backup for current squad. They're signing Jake Connolly. Jose Tung says, so we just get rid of our problems now. Okay. Hashim Crosswell says, anyone fancy a party? And Ricardo Mayer says, getting rid of the problem doesn't sit well with me. Well, I mean, needed to tell him anyway. Given that Birmingham supporters were reportedly rather pleased when Jacob Connolly made it clear he wanted to leave, do you expect them to react equally well to his departure? Do, yes. Even though I was looking at that social media feed. It's the best outcome for everyone involved, Jack. The supporters will continue to play a significant role in getting behind the team. Scouting report. Got strong teamwork and dribbling. Not good at set piece chances. Don't have a lot of leadership. Interesting. Not sure what we'll do about that, but first team players. Give these covering 20 minutes. So you love at match sharpness. Well, we need him starting for the first team at the moment. So Connor Buxton, not someone I'm familiar with, so we'll accept that. Got to be one of our youth players. Yeah. We got Kevin Ortiz corners. Okay. Not listing Abu Bar or Max Gazer, so we're going to ignore that. Barry Broderick moving up to the under 21s. Do that. Good progress on how his injury has hindered his development. Be able to get back on track. Okay. McCarthy negatively impacted by the less savoury elements of the squad's personality. Okay. Have average support and atmosphere. Good potential guys. Not hiring anybody right now. Just corner takers. Attack. Is that guy? Yeah, we'll get that right. Okay. Salt is under 18's goalkeeping. Okay. Completed. No matches. No near matches. Fine. Start it. Is point at this stage. Right, and transfer fee. Brighton stuff. Much about us. Bristol Rovers want to loan Davidson. Fuck off. Pardon my language. Gallagher leaves agent. Youngs. Okay. Consortium completes Birmingham takeover. Jay Wright is our new owner, placing Tobias Mayer. Wright revealed that he was delighted by the deal. He indicated that he wanted to make a difference. Fans at St Andrews. First priority will be to get the club back on a sound financial footing, doing our best. Birmingham have been delisted from the stock exchange with immediate effect. Ow. Okay, Jay Wright, Mr. Chairman, sir. He says, I want to thank you for your patience during what has undoubtedly been a stressful time for everyone involved at the club. He says some 4.2 million has been pumped into the club's coffers. The new transfer budget has been calculated. Kevin Morgan, Chen Xiaohui, and Choi Ka Lok, directors, have left the club. Their replacements on the board will be Carmen Neverson, Leighton Huing, and Brian Palmer. Wow. Interesting. Club vision and expectations meeting. Right. All right, Mr. Chairman, what do you want from me? Work within the wage budget. Well, getting there. Grow the reputation. We're doing our best. Done the FA Cup. Not judging on the other competitions. A top half finish in Sky Bet League 1. Okay. Repair the club's financial damage. Well, I think he's just pumped a bunch of money into the club, so I'm assuming it's repaired now, right? Not. Oh, overall balance. Okay. But we are making it generally, so we're fine. Transfer budget. Great. Just gonna see. How just budget. Here we go. Transfer budget. Wage budget. It doesn't. Put it there. Helps. we're going to be fine. Right. My contract expires at the end of next season. So see what happens then. The transfer embargo has been lifted. So not going to be buying players just yet because I haven't got the wage budget. Daily Star's Isla Fennick has called with a question. Isla would like to know if I am excited to be working in the conditions of Birmingham having a new ownership structure. I'm excited. The new board have already made some very promising noises about the future of the club, and I can't wait to find out more. There you go. Always say nice things about your bosses to the press. Targets and promises. Asking price. Oh, the asking price was higher. Right, okay. Ask for people to make offers again then, I guess. About Cup. 5-1 win for Man City over West Ham. Ouch. Good. There's good, decent performances for the under 21s. Lone approach for Lovett. Oh, finally scored for us though. No, check that offer. Keep putting him out there, giving him chances. Consortium completes Birmingham takeover. Perry Champion says that he doesn't think this lot are right for the club. Mateo Woodley says there's lots of reasons to be excited. Loan bid rejected. Usual comments on that one. Cambridge stuff. Loan deal for Lovett. AJ Cresswell is disappointed at the news, while Simon Harvey can see why they'd be interested. Well, see how it goes. Benji Lane has got a cold, so he's going to stay home to avoid infecting anyone else. Had quite enough infections already. Right. Which opposition report? They struggled in the second half. Good in the air. Good at defending. And Graham Hall is good at setting up his teammates. Everton linked with switch to Dundee United. Well, if they remake the offer. Oh, I see. offered him contract. Like, accept the offers. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that alone and see what happens. Goodness sake. Guys, try not to infect each other. I swear they must be going around each other's houses and spreading disease all over the place. Look at them. 3 of them out with flu. Sean Hoey out with an unspecified virus. Benji Lane has a cold. I bet the other 3 have colds as well, really. Not. I bet it's man flu, not actual flu. But anyway. Good grief. Alex Parker. Can't afford his wages. So we'll pass that one. By Sam Morris. Brian De Cruz. David Winter. Scanlon, on the other hand. But I mean, he'd be 8th on the depth chart. Come on. Again, wage problems. So we can't. Those. Team selection advice. I will take the advice this time. And I will then out my substitute bench. Finger I'm happy with. Knock no. Yeah, I wouldn't love it starting still. Abu Bar is on the bench. Yes, we need to. Still going to be looking at who's available to the right hand side. It'll probably be that same guy. Oh, it is only Jason Kaiser. Right. Miguel Prado, sorry. Wanted. There we go. Right. That is going to be our lineup. Penniless Birmingham. Home advantage, slight edge. Ooh, against Ipswich, who are 5th in the table. Interesting. Barnet want to loan Kaiser, so we'll accept that. Hilton Sure, we'll accept. Liam Davis. Not going to get a contract. Liam can go and join Cardiff. Jim, farewell. Best of luck with your next step. Flies elsewhere, he says. Good luck, Alan. Knock 'em dead. Figuratively speaking. Cartwright also suffering from flu. Who is spreading this disease around my team? Him home as well. Wow. I mean, just wow. Well, Miguel Prado gets his first start then. Have a look at who else in. Eggs. Not gonna. Great job, Ryan Walker. Blake Fleming. Not better. Barry Broderick. Nope. Some workers at least started him. Stars for winger. Not got the physicals, I think. Shanti is, I think it's a Shanti on the basis of his physical. Going to be our starting, or not starting, our substitute for covering that attacking midfield right. We've spoken to these guys recently about this stuff. Marcus Lovett has not trained well. You understand? Keep working hard. Leave it at that for now. Liam Laxay says that's daylight robbery about the Dundee offer. Dundee United fans definitely want to sign him. Ira Satchel says he's not good enough. Al Bashir says awful deal if true. Let's see if I can get them now. Jonathan Tobin says it's made up, right? Harley Gill thinks it's a joke. Whereas Dion Tobin says sell, sell, sell. Reactions to the loan offers. The Hilton offer. Richard Skelton says he'll be absolutely gutted if he leaves. Calvin Steele says hashtag don't go Hilton. And Terence Ngessen. Some of you lot are ridiculous. Hilton going wouldn't be the end of the world, you know. I mean, it would be a good thing, though. Howie resumes full training. Andrew Johnstone says, anyone who thinks a virus is something you can just get over easily clearly never experienced one. Ha! That's just a ridiculous comment. Lucy Kay says, you'll make an impact now, please. Not really how recovery from viruses works. Davidson making positive development. Oh, which is kind of good, I guess. They'll probably have to sell him. Transfers. 3 offers. Oh, okay. So, yeah, Blackpool and Dundee United just offered him a contract and compensation. I think that's what's going on there. And we've rejected the loan offer. So fitness test, Miguel Vidal failed. Ankle is still twisted. Fabian Ortiz is coming back from his disease, I believe. Daniel Lovett. No, he had a shoulder, didn't he? Shoulder injury. Daniel Lovett. Illness was able to come back. So filter. Lovett is able to play. Howie is back. Well, in that case, Auntie Meg's out. Then Lane still out, I think, for now. Right. Making those changes. Oh, I'm not making changes. Yes. Early crosses, yes. Martin McCarthy should ease off tackle. Selection. We'll make Howie starter there. Yeah, it's going to be fine. We've got some really good partnerships. So submit that team match. Got lots of positive reactions. So hopeful, I guess. Made one change to their lineup. And in the press, in the social media, Lexi Thomas is looking forward to another Carter masterclass, and Claire Proctor says, yep, that'll do. So I'm so glad to have your support, Claire Proctor. Hands on hips. It's time to end this poor run of form. Go out there and make it count. Okay, I want solid defensive work. Take control of midfield. Attackers, I trust you. Okay. Only Dan Davidson inspired. An issue. Let's get to the kickoff. Okay, Roberts kicks off for Birmingham. And straight away we've got a corner. Ortiz is lining up for Birmingham. Far post, it's come out to Davidson with the cross. And it's come off the woodwork before Cunliffe can get his hands on it. Behind. Another corner for us. Here's Dubicas lining up for it. It's short. Here's Howarth. Dubicas. Gazer with a shot. Cunliffe turns it around the post for another corner. Dubicas lines up for this one as well. Near post. Roberts. And it's cleared away. Offside there. Corner for Ipswich now. Here's Howarth with a free kick. Ortiz to Roberts. Dubicas through on goal. Plays it off the defender for a corner. Here's Ortiz lining up from the left-hand side. And it's come out for Dubicas. Ortiz. Offside. That's just poor positioning, really. Here's Perry with a throw for Ipswich. White to Farouk. Right. Hits the woodwork, comes back for Bennett. And he slams it past Lovat in the Birmingham goal. Okay, Perry with the throw. Right. Taps it for Farouk, who plays it back to Wright, who does a lovely curling shot that bounces off the woodwork. Falls nicely for Bennett, and there's not much we can do about that. Okay, we're not going to get stuck in anymore. We shall play for set pieces because we seem to do well from them. We'll kick for Ipswich. Okay, Ipswich throw. Parker to Spence. That's gone behind for another corner. Is McIntosh. Lovat leaps and grabs that one easily. That's Danny Lovat, of course. Here's Dubicas with the corner for Birmingham again. Near post, Ortiz with the header, and he couldn't get it down. Cunliffe gets that downfield. Gazer heads it down for Lovett. That's Marcus Lovett. Here's Roberts losing it to Spence. Farouk finds Bennett. Spence gets that forward. McCarthy plays it all the way back to Lovat. Danny Lovat. Danny gets it downfield. Davidson heads it on for Lovett. Marcus Lovett! Okay, Fletcher wins the header. Davidson heads it past him though, and Lovett with his right foot slots it past Cunliffe at the near post, and that's 1-1. Good job, gang. Here's Hall with a free kick for Ipswich now. Over the wall, and Lovat, Daniel Lovat clears that. McIntosh with the corner, and Danny grabs hold of that one easily. Is Hall with a throw for Ipswich. Crosses it. Lovat punches that away. Parker. Spence with a shot. And it's gone. It's deflected by Danny again. Here's McIntosh for Ipswich with another corner. Lovat grabs it this time though and makes it secure. That downfield. It's fallen for Ortiz. Here's Hoey. Hoey looking for Davidson. Roberts with a shot. Roberts doing poorly there. That's half time and it's 1-1. We have a huge advantage according to the expected goals, but not in the only stat that matters. Disappointed so far, and that's had the effect it's supposed to, so let's just go straight back into it. Here's Bennett kicking off for Ipswich. Fletcher to Perry. Perry looks for Bennett, and it's ended up with Davidson, the defence, doing quite well there. McCarthy with a throw. Here's Hoey. Losing possession, but McCarthy tidies again. Ortiz, Davidson. Out to Hoey. Hoey with the cross. It's headed on by the defender, only as far as Lovett. Here's Dubicas, cutting it back for somebody, but it was wayward. And here's Davidson now. Davidson into the box. And the referee's called that a foul. It didn't look like a foul to me, but we'll take it, thank you. Here's Dubicas lining up. Sends Cunliffe the wrong way, and that's 2-1. And lots of action there. Here's a throw. Ortiz. Dubicas with the cross. Roberts. No, Hoey now. Hoey with a shot. Cunliffe forced to make a save. And Dubicas lines up for the corner kick. The near post. Gazer over the bar, so that's a goal kick. Dubicas lining up once again. And it's Howarth. Howarth gets the final touch. I think that came off his chest, maybe his head. But it's in the net. Yes. Oh, he got a good jump, actually, to get the header. And Cunliffe wasn't able to react in time. Great work. Here's Ortiz now from the far side. Plays it to the near post. Fletcher gets that one away, but only as far as Howarth. Howarth finds Ortiz. Ortiz looking for Hoey there, but Cunliffe intersected. Here's Hoey again. Roberts looking for Lovett. And Lovett couldn't quite get there before the goalkeeper. So, Dubicas, McIntosh. Spence to Parker. Spence looking for Bennett again. Bennett through on goal. Bam! It's a great finish. You've got to give him that. McIntosh to Spence. Spence lobs it over the defenders. Bennett runs through. It's 1-on-1 with Danny Lovett. He tried to make himself big, but he couldn't do it. Always press Michael Bennett. I think we need to. Yes. Here's Parker. Farouk losing it to Davidson. Dubicas with the cross. Roberts couldn't quite get that one down with his head, so McCarthy, yellow card. Playing really well, so we'll ignore that. Here's Bennett with a free kick near the post. Oh, not post. Near the penalty box. Here's McCarthy with a throw. Ortiz. Davidson forces a save. Cunliffe puts it behind. That's another corner kick for Birmingham. Here's Ortiz. Near post. McIntosh heads it away, but only as far as Ortiz. Ortiz's cross is caught by Cunliffe. Here's a free kick. Dubicas into the box. Cunliffe grabs that one easily, so not much threat from that. Gazer heads out on for Howarth. Howarth to Dubicas. Dubicas back to Howarth. Howarth looking for Davidson now. Steele gets it away, only as far as Lovett. And it's only just off target. Right, we are going to see about making some substitutions here. Sean Hoey is not playing well. We are going to put Miguel Prado in. Give him a break. Got some really good performances. I don't want to bring people off, even though they're tired. Mitchell Roberts has not done well for himself. But there's nobody else that I actually want to bring in for him. And Dan Davidson is also doing really well. Ortiz is looking quite comfortable. So, yeah, I think that's the only substitution we make at this stage. All right, Miguel. fists. I have faith in you. Go out and enjoy your debut. Dan Davidson does want to come off now. What? Max Douglas probably is the best option there. That as it is. No, I am going to bring Abu Bakr on as a striker. Not that. Abu Bakr King. There. What happens? Okay, yeah. I think you go out there and make a difference, lads. Bar is happy. Probably 10 minutes or so to go. Bennett with the corner kick. It's headed down but wide. And we hold on to our 3-2 lead. Where's the ball? There it is. Prado heads that down for Ortiz. Here's Barr with the shot. Chris Johnson gets in the way, and it's a corner kick. Dubicas lines up for it. Nice Dubicas. Cleared away only as far as Dubicas, but the attack apparently breaks down. We're into stoppage time. Johnson with the free kick. Carter plays it back to Lovett. Here's Barr. Barr holding possession until the final whistle. And finally we get a win. Well done, lads. Yeah, that was good. Good result. Well done, lads. Not our best, but we got the result. That's pleased everyone. And how the fans have reacted. Otis Murnock says, just got back from the match. Did not see that coming. What a result. And Gerald Unsworth says, unbelievable result. Let's really build some momentum now. Yes, it would be lovely to, except that is the last match of this stream, so we'll have to carry on the momentum next time. Birmingham end 7-match winless run. Yes, we do. We were in control as the Tractor Boys are brushed aside on a cold and wet wintry afternoon. Enthusiastic striker Michael Bennett gave Ipswich the lead. Advance forward Marcus Lovett equalised. Promising winger Marius Dubicas and put Birmingham in front. And then Howarth with the fine header from point blank range. From the corner, that was excellent work. And Bennett had a thunderous volley. It was a thunderous volley. Hit the post before going in. Too little, too late. Indeed. And we were the pick of the day for the matches. The best viewing. For a crowd of over 15,000 witnessed Ipswich's 3-2 defeat. Yeah, they did. They were quite excited by it as well, apparently. Ipswich have lost 3 of their last 5 matches. Okay. Player of the week news. Jared Fitzmartin, never heard of him. Buxton set to move to Farsley. Accept that. Right, Buxton, go out there and work on your development. Just get that completed. Yep. Available first team players. Fine. Yeah, so let's finish things up there then. All right. What an episode it's been. It's been almost 3 hours now. That's a lot longer than I usually play for, but I'm going to call that good work. And what have we done? We have had a whole bunch of viral infections sweeping through the squad. Not great. We've given a fairly good account of ourselves in the FA Cup against higher league opposition and lost. But we have finally got a win with our slightly adjusted formation. And we're being more positive. We've also had a takeover. Oh, yes. So it remains to be seen how well I get along with the new chairman of the board. But that's going to be fun as well. So tune in next week to find out what happens. Right, I am going to see if I can organise a raid out. Clock tower going on rather than manager. Doesn't look like any of my football manager follows are playing. So go that. Okay, and that's raid set up. Go and see some Clock Tower. It's my absolute favourite game to play when I'm not doing this stream. So yeah. Bye and good luck, I believe is famous saying. And now I just need to remember what I did. Press that.